Hey guys, welcome back. So today we have the new Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone palettes. I do have both the soft and the dramatic here. I know a lot of people are doing like one look on one eye, one look on the other eye. Like, I can't do, I got somewhere to go. I can't be doing that. Okay, so I'm sorry. I only use this one for today, but I am planning on using the soft one in an upcoming look. Basically, if you guys don't know, Natasha Denona had come out with this mini eye sculpt palette. So let me show you what these shades look like. They're 5 all matte neutral shades, and I feel like everyone in the beauty community went crazy about this. Everybody has this, everybody loves this, everybody uses this and swears by it. I obviously have never used mine, but I will. So she kind of used that as her basis to make both of these palettes. So we have the soft palette and the dramatic palette. It's like every single neutral you could ever possibly need. I can imagine popping these two into like a ginormous magnetic palette, because you can do that. They do have the holes on the back, and just having like a mega palette of all the neutrals. That'd be so cool. When I saw these, I just about lost it. I knew I was gonna get this one. Like, there was just no question in my mind, because I like dramatic looks in general. This was definitely the one that I was most excited for, which is why I ended up using it today. But I ended up getting both because I feel like there is definitely a place in my collection for both. With the dramatic palette, you have an entire row of metallics, and not for nothing, but this is the next one I'm going to use because it just looks like a New Year's, ooh, like a birthday look. My birthday is coming up. I think that would be really cute. But then you also have this softer option, which I feel like focuses a little bit more on like the lighter, pinkier tones. But what's cool about these palettes is that you have every single type of tone. You've got warm, yellow, rosy, peach, neutral, and cool. And that is the case for both palette. It just depends It just depends on like the depth that you want to go. So like this one obviously goes a little bit deeper. And Natasha actually did say that she made this palette specifically with deeper skin tones in mind. So this is like definitely gonna work if you have like a medium to deeper skin tone. But I actually do think if you have a lighter skin tone, this is definitely this can still work. And then again, you have the same type of setup here, but it just focuses a little bit more on the lighter colors. But if you guys want to see what are my thoughts and what is my entire review basically on the dramatic palette, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know to say, if you're not already subscribed, I post on Wednesday. No, I don't. Will I ever stop saying that? I post sometimes. I do my best, as we all should. And I feel like you're going to be here when I do. If you like beauty, you like luxury, anything like that, I feel like this is definitely where you're going to be. So you should subscribe if you're not already. And you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just Katie Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day is a reel. There's an outfit of the day. There's a makeup out of the day. There's just randomness. There's a lot of random stuff over there. So you should follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. Let's get into the palettes. So I basically haven't done anything. Like, I opened the box that these came in and then just left them there. So this is exactly what they look like when you get them. They look very similar. This is the dramatic, this is the soft, and you can just tell because of the colors on the side. This is like a very light beige, and then this is like a darker brown, and then on the side it says soft, dramatic. And then on the back you do have information on all of the shades. You've got like the names, which they're just named like letter number. It's nothing crazy. It is letter and number, but the letter is kind of describing the undertone. So it'll say R is for rosy, P is for peach, Y is for yellow, C is for cool, W is for warm, N is for neutral. Pretty much what you would think. I was originally only gonna get the dramatic palette because you guys know me, right? I'm a dramatic lover. I like a dramatic eyeshadow. So that's where I was gonna live, but I decided there could be need for both. So we got them both. It does come with this little card as well. So if you needed that information. Oh, and it has like potential looks that you can do. That's really cool. I mean, I'm not going to follow probably those potential looks, because don't tell me what to do. But that's cool. That's cool. In case you get it and you're just like, whoa, what do I do here? This is the dramatic palette. Then this is the soft palette. They look pretty much the same on the front, to be honest. But then the back is where there's differences. This is dramatic. This is soft. They do have the little holes in case you wanted to like depot any of the shades. I don't ever do that personally. I like my palettes exactly how they came. That's what I like. This is what the soft palette looks like. I feel like you could definitely get some dramatic looks with this. Obviously, this whole column right here is just, that's the only thing I care about, okay? It's gorgeous. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? There is a mirror here, but I'm actually gonna leave the film on just for today because I don't want to blind you. Here's the dramatic palette. We are also gonna do some comparisons because I do have a couple of palettes like the I Need a Warm, I Need a Nude, the Biba that I feel like are comparable to these, but we'll look at those after. Just when I saw Natasha Denona post about these, like I knew immediately this was the one that I wanted, the one that I was more interested in. So yeah, this is the one that I'm gonna use today. I'm sorry, I can't be one of those like one eye look on this eye and one look on this eye type of, like I have stuff to do. I can't go out like that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of feeling like a halo eye. Like a bronzed, a warm halo eye. Maybe I'll do that. So let me...
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do.
What are we gonna do first? Ooh, should I zoom you in a little bit more? I'm going into P1, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna throw that into the crease. It looks like it'll be a nice... That's a little darker than I would really want to transition. But since I want something on the warmer side, I think I'm just gonna do that. I did already prime my eyes, by the way. I used Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion. Starting with that P1 color. Clearly I'm going for a lot of color here on the crease there. I feel like there's a good amount of kick up. I'm gonna show you the palette. I feel like there's kick up there, right? You see that? That doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, keep it in mind. I'm gonna go into W3, which is down here. And I'm just gonna start deepening up the crease and the inner and outer corners, because like I said, I am gonna do a halo eye. Don't ask me why, but that's what I want to do. It's a halo eye. That's nice. I feel like these are a little dry. I don't know if that makes, like they're not creamy, but they're blending out beautifully. And the pigment is like crazy. It's crazy. By the way, how cute is this? I just noticed this. This little sticker. Alana gave me a little sticker on my hair clip. Like, how cute is that? I was gonna take it off and then I was like, no. Alana gave that to me. I'm gonna leave it right there. There is a matte black in here, by the way. And actually, there is a matte black in both palettes. But the one in the soft palette, I'm not sure if this is going to come across on camera. I can't even see. Can you see? This is the soft palette. This is the dramatic palette. The one in the soft palette looks like it's like one of those cream to powders that she usually does. The one in the soft palette is a neutral undertone. And the one in the dramatic palette is a cool undertone, which I kind of like. But anyways, I'm going to do C1 for now. I might go into the black. Obviously, we know me by now, right? We know me. But I'm not sure yet, so just in case, we're gonna start with C1. I feel like these are all so pigmented. Look at that. That's like really damn close to black. But look at the colors on, like look at the pigmentation. Look at this. Can't deny it. I'm like throwing a fit over here. I'm not gonna do the black because this is like, look how good it is. I'm gonna go into P2 because it's calling me. It's like as soon as I open this palette, this is like the one metallic, this one and this one, but I feel like I've been seeing more people using the C2 than the P2, so I'm gonna use P2. A lot of people are really kind of upset, I guess, that the dramatic palette has that row of metallics and then that the soft palette doesn't. But like for me, she did that on purpose. Like, I mean, that's how my mind is working. Like, she wants you to buy both. Let's be honest, she's a businesswoman, right? So she's not going to give you like everything you want in one palette, because then why would that incentivize you to buy the other one? So I'm going to grab P2. I'm just going to use my finger because I can. I'm very excited because I missed using my finger when I couldn't use it. Okay, there it is. And I'm just going to pop it right on the center of my lid there. I'm gonna just blend right here between the metallic and the really dark C1 color because it looks a little harsh and that's not the vibe that I'm going for today, you know. So I just grabbed a tiny little bit of W3 and just kind of blending that together a little. I'm gonna grab a flat definer brush and I'm gonna go into C3, which is the matte black in the dramatic palette here. And I'm gonna use that to kind of smoke out my upper lash line, which is kind of what I do usually with smoky, I'm with halo eyes. I am gonna try to keep it low, but that never works out for me, so let's see. Look at that, it's already not low. By the way, if you see eyelash glue in my lashes, just my business, okay? I can't get it out. I can't get it out. It doesn't matter what I do. I like that. I do very much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the rest of my face because you don't need to see this, okay? I'll come back to do my lower lash line with you and then we'll talk final thoughts, yeah? Okay, so all I did really was some concealer, powder, bronze, contour, and blush and highlight. That's what I did. So we're gonna finish up the eyes because I feel like I can't do my lips and I can't do anything else without my eyes finished. So we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. So first I'm grabbing my Melt Cosmetics Cacao eye pencil, which is just brown. It's a brown eye pencil. And I'm gonna put that in the waterline. Then I'm gonna grab a flat definer brush and I'm gonna go into, what am I gonna go into? I guess C1, which is the super dark.
Come on, man.
The super dark brown over here. There. Hopefully that was clear because a lot of the times I block myself doing this by accident. I don't know. That color on the lower lash line, maybe because I'm tapping my brush so much, but it's just like it's not giving me what I want it to give me. Now with a pencil brush, I'm gonna do W3, which is this one here, and just blend that out. I feel like it's like this formula is kind of powdery, and I think maybe that's the problem. Because the thing is, I have it on my brush, but I'm tapping off my brush. I don't know if you can see that. There's definitely a good amount of powder coming out because I don't want fallout because my face is done, right? So I'm gonna do N3 and see if that makes a difference. I mean, they're very similar, but C1 is definitely darker and then obviously has more of a cool tone than N3. So let me try N3. By the way, I did forget to mention, I contoured my nose with Y3. I think it got the job done. Right, I think it did. Does that kind of show up better? I don't know. I can't really tell. I have to highlight my inner corner though. And looking at this palette, there's like where am I gonna go with that? The lightest color in this palette would be the Y2. This one. But that's very similar to the one that I used on my lid. So I don't think I'm gonna use it. And I think I am gonna jump into the other palette. That C1 would be just stunning on the inner corner. And so that's what, did I even point to the right one? C1. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the C1. Oh, come on. I have to do my lipstick, obviously, and fix my brows, do my lashes, do the whole shebang, fix my hair because queso. And then we'll be back and we'll discuss final thoughts because I have thoughts. So I'm back. All of my makeup is on finally. My hair is wet. Okay, she's wet. So she looks flat. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't have the time to dry it. I don't have time, nor do I have the patience. So let's talk about the dramatic palette because that's obviously the one that I used today. I feel like I need depth in my palettes and this one really gives it to me. I feel like there's a lot of other Natasha Denona palettes, which we are gonna start comparing them pretty soon. I feel like there's a lot of other ones that don't give quite this much depth. So for me, this is like one of my favorites. I love matte eyeshadows. So again, for me, this is gonna be one of my favorites, okay? Let's start the comparisons, shall we? So the first palette that I think of when I see either one of these palettes is the Biba palette. This is technically like the 129 palette. This is like her bigger palette. I know mine is so disgusting. Like, it's nasty, but it's one of my favorite palettes, okay? Obviously, you can tell it's used. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but it's truly disgusting in every way. Even the mirror is like, oh, she nasty. But this is what the inside of the Biba palette looks like, and I'll just show you compared to the Dramatic palette. Obviously, Dramatic palette has more shades in it, so there's that. But the pans are obviously much, much smaller as well. There's a good number of shadows that I feel like are repeated within these two. I mean, you can see just looking at them like this. With that being said, I feel like the Dramatic palette obviously has more shades, has more options than the Biba palette does. It's a lot less expensive. One thing I love about Biba is that it has so many matte options, like so many matte shades in here. So if you look at the shimmer shades in here, you definitely have a lot more variation in this palette here. Looking at Biba compared to the soft palette, I feel like it's not going to be as similar as the Dramatic, but it definitely does have similarities. Also, I feel like this prairie color in the Biba is, this yellow prairie color is very special, and it's not really in either one of the other two palettes. I mean, I'm happy I have all three, listen. No, I'm not mad. This is the midi palette, the I Need a Nude palette. You can see that these palettes, the new palettes, are smaller and the price is different, but the shade options are also different. So in the I Need a Nude, you have these smaller pans. I've only used this one time to contour my nose with these two shades. I've never used it other than that. So, oopsie. Looking at it compared to the Dramatic palette, like, it's not even close. It's not even close. This is a very cool tone palette, I feel like, in comparison to something like this that has all the different options. But also there's what, 15 shades in this palette, and in this palette there's 18 shades. So this palette costs more than the midi palette does, but you get more shade options. Like, I would prefer this setup, to be honest. I like more shades versus having like bigger pans. So that's what those look like. Those are not really very close. Here's the soft palette. Yeah, these are definitely closer, but still, I like this one a lot more. I mean, I Need a Nude is not my favorite thing in the world. I know everybody loves I Need a Nude. This is like YouTube's favorite freaking Natasha Denona palette. It doesn't do anything special for me looking at it. I like that dark brown it has right there, but that's pretty much it. Shades at the end here are a little darker and warmer versus this one. I feel like they're a little bit on the lighter side, which is not my favorite. I don't think the bronze is really similar in any way to either one of these, but I'll just show you. This one is just like so warm, whereas here you get like all these different undertones. So I definitely think this one, I just really like this one. Golden is so gold. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't think even the soft palette, let's see. No. Last one is I Need a Warm, which is probably one of my least favorite, to be honest. I feel like it's not warm. Don't, like, why are you called I Need a Warm if you're not really that warm? And then this is the soft palette. Similar, but there's much more shimmer in this palette than this one. This one has like 2, and this one has just a variety. I do feel like the shimmers in this palette are freaking stunning. And then the mattes definitely go a little bit deeper in the soft palette, and probably the same can be said for the Dramatic palette. Yeah, I mean, I feel like these two are pretty similar, but that's mostly because you have that one row of all metallics in the Dramatic palette. So overall, I would say if you have the Biba palette, if you have the I Need a Nude, I Need a Warm, I think these are definitely still worth getting. Obviously, my preference is the Dramatic one, just because I personally like dramatic looks more than soft looks. Like, I'm not a soft eyeshadow kind of person, but again, I do still need to play with this one. It's been several days. I didn't even think I was gonna get to this point, to be honest, but we're here. We've made it. We are going to do another look with the Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Texture and Tones palette. I'm going to be using the soft one for today because obviously you guys just saw my look with the dramatic one. And since I did a halo eye for that look, I'm thinking for this look, we need to keep it not a halo eye. There's like no shimmers in this palette. So I guess we're gonna keep it all matte. Why is this brush dirty? And in my clean brushes area.
That doesn't go there.
I do have to wash my brushes like And by I mean Elver. That's his contribution. I feel like a lot of people have like their husbands do their editing and stuff. There's absolutely no way I would trust that man to edit anything. But he can wash a brush, okay? I'm gonna grab Y2. I'm just gonna pop that in the crease. I do already have foundation on. My brows are done. I've been testing out this Anastasia brow pen actually, in the last couple of videos. So if you guys have noticed, my brows are more dramatic than usual. That's why. I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. Like one day I feel like I like it, the next day I feel like I don't, so I don't know. Jury's still out on that one. Should I zoom you in more? I feel like I should, right? Like I should have done that already. I'm so sorry.
I am trash.
This is what the kick up looks like, by the way, in the pan. I feel like that's a good amount, but maybe that's just me. I think I'm gonna go into W1, which does look like a cream powder, which is right here. I'm just gonna pretty much put this in the outer corner / crease. I feel like there's not a lot of pigmentation on that. I feel like I'm dipping into the pan a lot and I'm not getting like the pigmentation that I want. I'm gonna go into W3. I'm thinking this might be the darkest color that we do for today. Right down here, which is just like a dark brown. And again, it looks like a cream to powder. So I'm gonna take W3 and put this on the outer corner. Like I said, this might be our darkest color of the day. I think that's definitely better than the W1 color. I'm grabbing a little bit of that W1 just to like blend out these edges here, if it'll allow me to do that. Originally what I wanted to do was take the C2 color, which is like a cement gray, but now I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it a little more basic than that. Maybe going with like P2, which is like a neutral pink. I'm gonna have to do like a fun lip color or something because this is not fun enough for me. Grabbing that W1 shade and just kind of blending these colors together. I feel like that's a very essential step. Just to give it like a little gradient, you know? I think this is where I'm gonna leave my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna leave it like this. We'll come back to do the lower lash line together, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna finish up like basically all of my makeup. Just gonna do my lower lash line with you guys. So please hold and hopefully we can make this come together. Okay, so basically all my makeup is done. I have to do my lower lash line and my lips and then we will be good to go. I was really bored, so I did a purple wing and then I put glitter on top of that. So it's a glitter purple wing because I felt like the look was too boring. But hey, I'm not mad. Listen, I think it looks pretty fun. So what we're gonna do is the lower lash line. Let me actually get my palette and then we can do that. By the way, I put 1 drop of Juvia's Place liquid blush on and somehow this is what happened.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna do that because I don't like W1 that much. So I'm gonna go into W2. I'm an accountant, so W2 just makes me think about like the taxes and stuff. Okay. And I'm just gonna put that under my lash line here. By the way, I did also want to mention, I didn't have to clean up my face at all. Usually I'll have to wipe away like some fallout before I move on to concealer and stuff. And there was none. I mean, obviously we're using cream to powders for the most part, so that's probably why. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I am going to go into W3. Hello? W3. And I'm just going to deepen that with the exact same brush just to like push it like super duper close to that lower lash line there. If you hear anything, Elver and Leo are currently playing Mario Kart outside. Oh God, it's like, it's just pure madness at all times. I'm gonna grab a pencil brush and I'm gonna do W2 again, but this time I'm gonna kind of smoke it out a bit. I don't want this to be too smoky, which is like the first time I've said that in weeks, but
Hi guys, I did this makeup all by myself.
So I'm going to take my MAC NC15 NW20 chromographic pencil that I can't open apparently. I'm just going to put this in the waterline. Oh, you know what? I didn't do my inner corner yet. So I'm going to go into C1 again because there's just truly, right here, there's truly no other inner corner highlight, not only in this palette, but in the dramatic palette either. So like, I guess whenever I use either palette, it's just going to have to be C1. Like, what other choice is there, right? I don't know why that was the choice that was made, but okay. Listen, I just work here, man. Just to finish off pretty much everything. Maybe I'll do my lips with you just because that's the only thing missing. I'm going to do some lower lash mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to take the MAC lip pencil in Vino. Hopefully this does what I want it to do. Let's see. I'm going to take this super old, musty, dusty, and yes, you guessed it, crusty, Soft Lilac Liquid Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like this with the, right, with the eyeliner might be cute. I don't know. If I don't like it, I'm just going to take it off. So. Oh, God. This is so pink, and I so am not a pink lip kind of girl. You guys, this lipstick is so out of my, like, I can't even tell you how out of my comfort zone this is right now. I'm going to talk about the soft palette because I'm pretty sure I already talked about the dramatic one. This obviously is so much different from the dramatic palette. First of all, because of the tones. Like, we go from pretty light to pretty dark, but it's very light. It's heavy on the light side, whereas the dramatic one is definitely not. It's just kind of like medium to dark. And then on top of that, the formulas are so different. There are 2 shimmers in the entire palette, and everything else is either matte or cream to matte, which I am a matte girl. I love a matte eyeshadow. It's my preference, but cream to matte eyeshadows are not. And I just feel like because this in almost this entire bottom row is cream to matte, this is the only one that is just a regular matte. And then we have additional cream to mattes up here with W1, W2, and N2. That it's just like, it's the majority of the palette. And it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I don't feel like there's as much pigmentation in those shades as her like normal regular matte eyeshadows. So for that reason, this one's just not my favorite. And again, I'm not a shimmer eyeshadow kind of person, but the fact that there's only 2 shimmers is, in my mind, batshit crazy. There's 18 eyeshadows, there's 2 shimmers. Like, that's great.
That's crazy.
I do think if you like your eyeshadows to be a little bit more on the more subdued side, or like if you don't like them to be as dramatic, as intense, I do think you're gonna like this. I think this is gonna be exactly what you want. I feel like if you're a beginner, this is also gonna be really helpful because it's super easy to blend because there's just not as much pigmentation. But with that being said, that's not me. That's not what I look for. That's not what I like. So for that reason, this is just not my favorite eyeshadow palette. But I do love this one. I do really like it. And I will definitely be playing with this one more. I just much prefer the textures, the tones, like everything in this palette. I much prefer this row of metallics, even though metallics are, again, for the bajillionth time, not my favorite thing in the entire world. And honestly, I didn't feel like these were like the most incredible metallics either. I will say that. I still feel like there's more versatility in this one versus the soft one. So there you go.
Them's my thoughts.
So definitely let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Which one of these palettes is your favorite? Which one did you pick up? Which one are you planning on picking up? Do you have both? Do you have neither? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, am I being too critical on the soft? I don't like it. I don't like it. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right. Please close the door.
Subscribe 2 times!